to NRG Stadium, home of the Texans right here in Houston, as we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Tigers ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Houston's offense will have the first possession of the game. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Past the first down marker and still running. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squint.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put that return to a stop with the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The LSU Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question, it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25.
They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Might as well stick with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous. Oh, the big fella running to glory. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown LSU. And they turn it into a defensive score. They're on the board first here in the season opener. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. So now it's 2nd and long.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game. They're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Houston will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up with great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times, and it climbs in the end zone. But that was a good job of making sure you downed it in such a...
Wide open spaces. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, one of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get higher.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Tiger! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. And here comes the offense on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to go up top. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. From the gun, the running back has it. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Going to swing it on second down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. That's caught. It's Young. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Houston will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Looking for a crease to the left. Got enough for the first. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Watkins. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Now the play fake. Working that left side now. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class, you know.
Touchdown, LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. At the 45 on its way. There he goes down the right side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Houston. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Off-play action on first down. Now adjusting. He's going to take off. Man, sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Calls his own number. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. The 30. Inside. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, open them this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Thanks to grab. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And now on third down after that last run. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it toward the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about that.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Nelson. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route.
Caught near the sticks, it's Watkins. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Catch in the middle, it's Green. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
I love the attitude on defense. There was nobody moping around feeling sorry for themselves. The offense has the ball deep in their own end. Step up and make a play. 2nd down, 3rd down, they generate sacks. Nice job.
Good right down the boulevard. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Colorado State is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never...
Touchdown, Tigers! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires on the move. On target to the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Back to pass on second down. Here's the pressure. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
He fires a bullet to the right. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. It's complete to the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Looking to throw on third. Fires to the big fella. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Wants to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. To the air on second down. Pocket breaking down. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Sanford. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thurman. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half.
Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in his game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Picks up the first down. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38. The running game doing work. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Harris back to pass. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Tigers Patriots come to the line with a new set of downs. A shot toward the end zone, and they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Here's a heat. Punts it out of the air. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Lockett. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this one is perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Defense might bring the house here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Thurman. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his...
Turning it on! They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
Grab behind the line. It's Thurman.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll try the run. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Quickly complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And the missed connection on 3rd down. This offense has failed on its previous 2 4th down attempts, but they need to keep this drive alive. Steps away. Takes a hit as he fires. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against